I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's continue to look at these intervals that now extend an octave. And so all of the same principles apply. So we're looking at page 40 of the Grade 5 Discovering Music Theory workbook. We're looking at exercise 6 and we get to look at some of these compound intervals. Now they can be major, minor, perfect, augmented or diminished. There's nothing new here at all. We're just extending by adding another octave. And so everything that we've done before is exactly the same. And so we can see that C to D is a major second, and so extend that D up an octave, and we could either say compound major second, or if you count from middle C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I prefer to say compound because then I know that 4th, 5th and octaves are perfect, and I don't have to worry about remembering that 11th, 12th and 15th are now the perfect intervals. However, it's good to have an idea of both so we can switch between the two. And so here we know that this is an 11th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. However, if we drop this down, we can see it's C to F, an octave lower, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4th, and so that's why it's a perfect 11th or a compound perfect. Perfect 4th, because 4th, 5th and octaves are perfect. There's no major or minor for those intervals. And so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so we know that a perfect 5th, a compound perfect 5th, is also a 12th perfect 12th. So A to E here, or an octave higher, the same principle applies. So perhaps now just have a go of this last few on your own, and then we can check through these answers together. So I'm hoping you've had a go. So let's look at this interval here. So here we've got an E to a C flat. So if we drop this down an octave, that takes us here. Now we know that in E major, it would be C sharp. It's E to C natural is minor. C flat would be diminished. That's why we get our diminished 6th. So it's a compound diminished 6th. Or if we count up a 13th, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. It's a 13th. We've gone 13 steps and it's diminished just the same. The interval doesn't change. We've just got an octave to extend there. So let's see what we've got here. So we have a G to a G. Now G to G here is an octave, and then we've got another octave here. So we've actually got 2 octaves. So we know that octaves are perfect. So we could either say it's a compound perfect octave because we know that octaves are perfect, and there's our octave, and then we go again, we compound it by adding another octave. Or if we're counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's a 15th. So we could say a perfect, it's still a perfect interval. It's still G to G, regardless of how many octaves, but we say perfect 15th. It's not a 16th. You might think 8 plus 8, octave plus octave, but it isn't, because we're counting from this one. Again, we don't count on from this next one. We don't repeat this as we count the octaves again. So it's a 15th, not a 16th. If you look from C to C to C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We don't need to count this one twice. So just be careful there. And then let's look at this next one. So here we have, let's see what letter name this is. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B. It's B flat because of the key signature, and then we're going to C, D sharp. So we know, let's just think about this. B flat to D would be major, and then we've gone to D sharp, which is augmenting that. We've gone bigger, so it's an augmented third with an extra octave gap. So it's a compound augmented third. Or, so let's count the interval now in steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's an augmented, because nothing changes, 10th. Let's move on to exercise 7. So now we've been given the intervals, and we've just got to say what sort of interval that is. And we can't do that until we know the number of the interval, because we need to know if it's perfect or major and so on. So here we have F to B flat, which we know is a perfect interval. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, a perfect fourth. It's compounded. However, whether there's an octave extra or not, it's a fourth, and that means it's perfect. This is why I prefer to use the compound terminology, because I just know straight away that fourths are perfect. If you prefer to count it, you would then need to know that 11ths and 12ths and 15ths are perfect too. So let's see what we've got here. So this is a note G, and this is a note F sharp, and we know that G to F sharp is a 7th. It's a major 7th leading to the octave G. It's a major interval, and regardless of whether it's this G or this G that we're counting from, whether it's compound or not, the interval stays as major, because 7ths unaltered from the major interval would stay as major. Let's see what we've got here. So this is a C, B, A, G, F sharp, and then this is a note C, because this is C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's taken us to C natural. So the fact that there's a compound element in that doesn't really change it. So whether we're counting compound or counting the intervals, but we need to know, should we be thinking major, minor, perfect, or so on. So let's just think about it. So F to C would be a 5th. So we've got a 5th of some sort going on. However, it's F sharp to C. F to C is perfect. F sharp to C, we've made it smaller, it's diminished. So F sharp to C is diminished 5th, and so this is a compound diminished 5th, and so that is also the case here. And this is why you need to be careful, because you've got to go from perfect to diminished. If you start thinking of major, you'll be out by a step there. Let's carry on. So this is CBA, that's a note A. And then this is a C, D, E, F, G, B flat. And so we are looking at A to B flat, which would be a second, and A to a B of any sort. Now A to B is major, that's our full step, that's our full tone. However, it's B flat, so we've gone from major to minor. So it's a minor second. So the fact that it's compound doesn't change that. And then here, let's think what we've got here. So we've got a B, however, don't forget it's a B flat because of the key signature. And here we've got a D sharp. Now B something to D something, 1, 2, 3 is a third. B flat to D is major. And so we've extended that by raising it, and so it's gone from major to augmented. That's an augmented third. It's a compound augmented third. So nothing new really, we've just now got to think of compounding the interval by extending an octave in between. And that's that exercise completed. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.